Slaven, hot work in training this week.
Yeah, it's definitely It started, so we are over that first game. That is always like first game of the season, no matter how good you were in training and beforehand. Now big game is coming on Friday, and great weather, great atmosphere, great everything.
What's your reflection now, a few days on, all the other championship results came in and suddenly a point against determined opposition didn't look as disappointing as people might have thought it was?
Oh, I mean, we are still disappointing that we didn't win the game because we are approaching every game with the intention to win. But considering everything, that's what I said after the game. It even became more valid to me, or more right, when I see other teams playing and the results. So like the most of the teams, the most of the guys who are playing up front, they lack that kind of a sharpness that basically you can't get in trainings. It's not about motivation. It's not about fitness. It's about the reaction in the box or just in front of the box when you need match sharpness, and for that you need matches. So we lack that because we were, as I said after the game, enough times there in a dangerous situations, but everything was blocked. But then when we saw the Fulham Brentford game, that was very similar to that game. When we saw Leeds Cardiff game and Preston game and Forest game, and like the most of the games, if we were looking about top 6 teams who are trying to have possession and who are dominating the game, it was basically more or less the same scenario. So it was, as I said, it was not ideal weekend for us, but it was good. It was good.
And you would expect that sharpness to go up just one more level for the weekend, having had that 90 minutes?
Yeah. Maybe it ain't going to be ideal, but I expect that to be better than in the first game. And because the players, they have one game under their belt, of course, but also it ain't going to be the same game. It ain't going to be the same type of game we are expecting. We are playing against, with all the credit to Birmingham, who deserves, who are fighting, who are behind the ball. We don't expect that it's going to be the same type of the game when we face Brentford on Friday night.
Is this just one more big game in 8 games to come, or is there a little bit, obviously, extra on it because of the positions of the teams?
It's a bit extra, of course, but then again, it's a normal game. We have to approach it. We're approaching it in a good state of mind. We're approaching it in a good position, knowing that it's like any other game. It's only one of those 8 games, but it is a derby game. So we have 2 big games, not we, but the championship have really a lot of big games. But considering our situation and position, there are 2 extremely important games, and that is our game against Brentford and then Leeds game against Fulham. Of course, we are concentrating totally on our game, and it's a really it's going to be a big test for us, big test for them, and it's crucial for us to get the result there.
And what's the reaction from you and the players about this unique atmosphere of no fans in the stadium? Has it almost made a home game and an away game perfectly neutral?
Yes, they are neutral games. You can't be prepared for that situation. I mean, you know that you're going to play without, like behind the closed doors and all that, but you never know how it is until you actually play. Again, we played one game. What pleases me the most in that game, considering that we wanted to win, is that we were taking risks, but we never stretched in a negative way. When we wanted to stretch them, then we delivered. We were in control in the most of the games against Birmingham, and that is that shape pleased me the most.
And have you got a fully fit squad for Friday? Are you thinking of changes? What can you tell us about that?
Thinking about the options, there are different options, of course, not because of fatigue, because it's going to come after. Still, we had like a good 5 days in between the games, which is ideal. Since the game against Birmingham, it's only we have different options. We have different options, which is a headache, to be fair, but it's it is a good headache. It's a nice headache, you know, that you want to be in that position. As I said again, I'm going to say it again. It's about the team. It's about the cause. It's about the goal that we all have, and we all have to sacrifice. Starting with me, we all have to sacrifice for the team, and the guys are doing that basically brilliantly. Because make no mistake, especially after the Brentford game, we're gonna need every player.